So I need to talk to you about stuff because Bones was on, right? So I have notes here on America's Next Top Model, Bones, Grace, Chuck, Ringer, and Survivor, but the biggies are going to be Bones and Chuck, so stick around, okay? But we're just gonna move on down the list, alright, I guess. So America's Next Top Model, my issue with this season, is that they're not modeling. So clearly, you know, they should change the name of the show, because really it seems like they're going for America's Next Top Reality Star Who Can Model. Because I'm personally not a huge fan of the, hey, I can do it all kinds, because then you don't have people who are just, like, awesome at one thing. Like, look, you don't see Adele going and, like, trying to be in, like, a rom-com or anything. Like, she's awesome at singing, and she knows it, and she goes for it. And, like, really? We really shouldn't see Tyra doing much more than modeling and being, like, a TV host. Okay, so you don't need to do everything. One or two is fine, but you don't need to do the whole broad spectrum, and that's my issue with America's Next Top Model right now, is because they're not modeling. And here's the thing, the last 2 or 3 seasons, they were all like, we have to be high fashion, we're not being taken seriously, let's be high fashion and be an Italian Vogue. And now it's like, hey, you can be a model for Express. They're so against them being, like, commercial, but now that's what they're going for. Like, that's the prize, is you get to be a commercial model. Like, so that's my issue. That's my mini rant. Okay, bouncing around. Ringer, I have written down WTF Pregnancy Juliet. Okay, so WTF because that, like, her new sponsor guy was, like, great, and I thought he was so adorable, and now he's, like, killed Gemma and is working with Siobhan. Like, what? I loved him, and now he's bad, and I'm just confused about Siobhan in general. Like, the real Siobhan. Like, I'm not sure why she wants to kill... Does she want to kill Bridget? I'm not exactly even sure what her motive is for whatever she's doing. So, yeah, I need to know. Juliet, I feel really bad for her, because yes, she did make lots of mistakes, but it seems to me that she's really trying to get her stuff together, okay? And she could have let her friend drive home, right? I mean, no, drinking and driving is not good under any circumstances. They should have just taken a cab, and the drunk friend could have gotten over it because it was her own damn fault. But point is, she tried to be responsible, and she called her teacher because he's the only one who's ever stood up for her. And as awesome as Dad from Fantastic Four is, he's not giving her a chance to even prove herself, which I don't think is cool. Okay, and then it's about time that they, like, actually, you know, made it that the pregnancy, you can't fake a pregnancy. Like, talk to Terry from Glee. You can't. At a certain point, it comes out, okay? So, I'm really glad that that's gonna come out. Also, Survivor, here, this is just my comment. Fire versus rocks, okay? Because, do you remember the old days of Survivor, when it was, like, super awesome and not, like, let's go for the most dramatic outcome? The people who tied had to make fire, and the first person to, like, complete a challenge, like, and create fire and, like, burn the stick down or whatever, they got to stay, which was great because you stayed on merit, not just on this stupid chance thing with the rocks. And since when does the rocks exclude the people who have votes cast against them in the first place? I mean, I guess I understand that then you're encouraging, like, flipping and swapping and everything, but I don't like that way. I like the fire way better. Also, the coach actually doesn't annoy me this season, I've noticed. He's actually kind of great. And as crazy as Brandon is, good for him for standing up for Cochran at the very end, where the guy was like, coward. And then he was like, don't talk to him like that. That's why he did what he did. Which, nice. I liked it. Okay, so then I'm gonna do Grays, and I feel like I'm gonna talk about Chuck and Bones for a while, so maybe we'll make them the same, or maybe this will just be a long video, or maybe we'll make them a different video, or maybe this will just be really long. We'll see. Okay, Grey's Anatomy. I love that Jackson and Mark are, like, boyfriends, because it was really, I know that's what they were going for, but, it was adorable and really funny. And I'm glad that Jackson and Lexi broke up, because as they were cute together, we all know that Lexi needs to be with Mark. Also, George's mom is great. I miss her, and I miss George. And I loved Alex's line where he said, what did he say? George is dead, Izzy's gone, and we're all different. Like, they're so grown up now. Like, this show kills me. I think I've been watching the show since I was, like, in 8th or 9th grade, so it's, like, ridiculous. So, yeah, and George's mom was really cute with Callie. And they were looking at the picture of the baby. I love it, but I was kind of confused because I feel like, I know their marriage was over before Callie became a lesbian, but I thought that, I mean, George was still around when she was a lesbian, so I was kind of confused about this. Okay, Bones, the moment we've all been waiting for. It was wonderful. I loved it. It made me so happy. I couldn't stop smiling. They're adorable. That's all I have written down as love and babies. So I love them. And like I had read that, you know, they're truly together, like, but then they were just like kissing and they said I love you to each other, and I was like, I couldn't deal with it because it was so cute, and I'm so happy that they're finally together, and it's beautiful, and I'm so happy. And I like, here's the thing, they're the same, but they just kiss. Like, this is great. This is what's wonderful, is that they're still together. They're like together, but they're the same because they were still having the same kind of similar arguments. Like, she would piss him off, and then he would, you know, then she'd realize the error of her ways, and then they'd be friends again, but now they're like together again. And it's like wonderful, and they already planted the seed for her to propose at some point, which will be fun. But I'm so pumped for them to have a baby and be a family, you know, I'm so excited. Also, please mention Parker, because he still exists. Also, Hodgins and Angela's baby is adorable, and yeah, it should probably be in every scene. And Hodgins, I love him so much, and Cam, she was being kind of nasty. Cam, I don't know what the issue is, but she's kind of grating on my nerves lately. Lately, it's been one episode. I feel like the end of last season, I don't know, she seems so, like, separated from them, I guess. I don't know, I guess because they're all having kind of the same experiences right now, and she's not. I'm not sure. Okay, so it was wonderful, and it was lovely and adorable, and I didn't think I would ever stop smiling or appreciating the adorableness of the episode. So, great job, and I'm so excited for every episode ever again. Okay, and then Chuck. Okay, so, Awesome was hilarious as the Buy More spokesperson. Also, Casey was adorable when he got all nervous trying to ask her out on a date. Or what'd he say? Would you like to have a meal with me? My treat, or something, which was so cute. And then he hung up the phone. It was adorable. So Casey's great. Okay. And then Morgan. Here's the thing. Yes, the Morgan stay in the van thing was, you know, referencing Chuck stay in the car from the entirety of the first season, which but here's the thing. Chuck didn't really stay in the car, that's true. But he wasn't, like, running out of the car, like, ambitiously. He was, like, to save people, and Morgan's all, like, I just want to be awesome, and, like, a hero and junk. And so, I'm very glad, though, wait, this sounds bad. I'm very glad that the intersect is malfunctioning for 2 reasons, okay? Number 1, I'm excited that the intersect is malfunctioning because that explains his behavior. Because now the fact that he's being kind of a douche and being mean to Chuck and frosting his tips and not knowing who Indiana Jones and Luke Skywalker are, now these all make sense, okay? Because I didn't like that they were changing Morgan in that way, but the fact that it's a consequence of him having the intersect makes it better, because it's not his fault. Number 2 reason that I like that the intersect is malfunctioning, because I'm not sure if I said this, but I've at least thought it before. It bothers me that all of a sudden the intersect can go in anybody's head, and it's fine. Because, like, the first 2 seasons, anytime they tried to put the intersect in someone's head, they, like, exploded or, like, died right away. And, you know, that episode where they were, like, in the suburbs, like, everyone died who saw the intersect, okay? So I know it's been years and they've worked out the kinks, but at the same time, I feel like the intersect is something special, and in your head, it shouldn't work on everyone, okay? So, I'm glad that it's malfunctioning, because it was just getting to the point where it was ridiculous, because anyone could have the intersect, and, like, all those Gretas and everything. So now that I like that it's kind of showing that it does still have, like, limitations, and it can't just be in anybody. But so I hope they get it out of him soon, so he's not, like, brain damaged, and awful. And Chuck and Sarah are still adorable, except not for her hair so much. I just don't like it. Okay. But I feel like that's what I have. Once Upon a Time is still great. I'm kind of behind. We're hitting a busy spell in the semester, so I'm kind of behind on my shows. CSI was really creepy again with, like, the circus freaks, and I feel like that's bad that it freaked me out, but I think it was supposed to. Like, I always feel bad when, like, people who are, like, different, like, freak me out, because that's not their fault. But it did, and I'm sorry. I think that's all I have to say. I'm sorry this is long, but we talked about a lot of fun stuff, and regardless, I will still be making videos, at least about Bones, probably, and Chuck. Supernatural didn't have much to say this week, although it's like a wedding this episode this week, so that should be fun. I'm gonna try really hard to watch Chuck live this week, but we'll see. Okay, but so enjoy your day, and thanks for watching. Gold stars if you're to this point. But not if you skipped a bunch. Unless you don't watch it. You know what? Gold stars for all. Okay, great. Thanks. Have a great week.